At St James's Park, a scene of celebration. A Champions League place assured. The team that was staring down the barrel of relegation not that long ago will now mix it with Europe's elite, to the delight of their legends, to the delight of almost everybody here at St James's Park tonight.
From being relegated in 2009-2016 to fighting for a promotion spot to finding themselves at the precipice of European football, Newcastle United has done something extraordinary this year in football in revitalizing their brand and club as a whole. But how was this accomplished? And will this rise to the football elite be sustainable for the upcoming years? That's the question numerous Geordies have been asking as of late. Newcastle United, who have been absent from the European Champions League for approximately 2 decades, is set to make a strong comeback in the upcoming season due to the significant progress achieved by the club under the ownership of a consortium led by Saudi investors. The team earned a spot in the upcoming UEFA Champions League for the 2023-2024 season by finishing 4th in the standings of the English Premier League with a total of 70 points. The club performed admirably in the league, narrowly trailing behind the leaders, Manchester City and Arsenal. Yet where did this shift in success happen and why was it so abrupt? Newcastle's remarkable ascent began in early October 2021 with the official announcement of the club's acquisition by a consortium led by the Saudi Public Investment Fund, PIF. Alongside PIF, which is the world's largest sovereign wealth fund, the consortium consists of PCP Capital Partners and the Reuben brothers. In doing so, the takeover process started in April 2020 and reached a successful conclusion in October 2021. The acquisition, valued at $416 million, was widely praised as a wise financial investment for Saudi Arabia. The PIF's involvement in Newcastle presents an exciting opportunity for Saudi Arabia as it reshapes its economy for the post-oil era. The club's acquisition from its previous owner, Mike Ashley, marked a turning point for the team, launching them into a new era of remarkable accomplishments. With an impressive track record of being a member of the Premier League for nearly its entire history, only absent for 3 years, Newcastle has spent 91 seasons in the top flight as of May 2023. Since joining the Football League in 1893, the club has never dropped below English football's second tier. Furthermore, Newcastle secured 4 Premier League titles, and following the takeover, there have been consistent progress in the club's performance. Prudent spending, meticulous planning, and well-thought-out strategies have all played a role in the club's incredible ascent on the professional stage. Newcastle United's rise in the Premier League standings is a testament to their sustained efforts for professional excellence. A pivotal step in this journey was the appointment of Eddie Howe as the head coach, taking over from the experienced Steve Bruce. Under Howe's guidance, the club embarked on a successful mission to rescue themselves from the threat of relegation. When Howe assumed control, the team was languishing in the 19th position, having failed to secure a single victory. However, Howe steered the team towards a series of wins. During the winter transfer window of 2022, Newcastle made significant acquisitions. These included the signing of Kieran Trippier, an English international right-back from Atletico Madrid, and Brazilian midfielder Bruno Guimaraes. The team's impressive accomplishments of finishing in the 11th position last season can undoubtedly be credited to the management and leadership of Eddie Howe and his technical staff. Despite expectations of a significant transfer spree in the summer of the previous year, Newcastle chose a different path by refraining from signing marquee players and instead focusing on acquiring the necessary additions. Among the players secured were English goalkeeper Nick Pope and Swedish striker Alexander Isak, addressing specific needs within the team. Newcastle United had a fantastic start to the season, evident by their remarkable performance. They suffered just 1 defeat in the first 23 weeks of the league campaign, and it came at the hands of Liverpool. Throughout the season, the team consistently maintained a position within the top 4. They also reached the final of the English Professional League Cup, but unfortunately, they were defeated by Manchester United. As such, the rest of the team stepped up, and Callum Wilson emerged as the top scorer with 18 goals. This represented the highest number of goals scored by a Newcastle player since the 2003-2004 season. Notably, the team's defense stood out as the most distinguished aspect. They conceded just 31 goals until the previous week, making them the second best defense in the competition, following the champions, Manchester City. After securing qualification for the Champions League, coach Eddie Howe expressed his surprise at the team's achievement of finishing among the top 4. Speaking to Sky Sports, he mentioned that the journey from taking charge of the team in 19th place a year and a half ago to their current 4th position has been both thrilling and unimaginable. Howe dismissed the notion of making major transfers in the upcoming summer, emphasizing his intention to continue the same approach of acquiring star players for specific positions as needed to support the team. Numerous former international players praised the remarkable accomplishments of Newcastle United. Swedish international and Newcastle player Alexander Isak remarked to BBC Radio that his qualification holds significant meaning, as they were aware it was a long-term project. and achieving it in such a short term is incredible. Commenting on Newcastle's success, former Liverpool defender and Sky Sports pundit Jamie Carragher expressed his satisfaction, stating that he believes Newcastle is ahead of schedule by 2 to 3 years. Former Manchester United defender Gary Neville commented saying, "I thought the owners would be extravagant, but their spending was calculated. You see many new owners come to clubs and appoint more coaches and sign many star players, but I like what they were doing in Newcastle." Neville highlighted the monumental nature of Newcastle United securing a top 4 finish this season, attributing it to the owners adopting a pragmatic approach rather than resorting to flashy tactics often seen after lucrative takeovers. Nonetheless, the Newcastle United management team has been hard at work this summer, signing Italian midfielder Sandro Tonali from AC Milan for €55 million, as well as the Gambian winner Yankuba Minta from the Swedish side Odense BK for a total transfer fee of €7 million. With these recent signings, it can be understood that Newcastle are reshaping themselves to fulfill potential needs and be ready to be competitive for Champions League next season. But with all that being said, do you think that they will be able to do so? How far do you think Newcastle will make into the Champions League? Be sure to comment below your predictions for the Premier League and UCL results, and don't forget to subscribe and stay up to date with ball knowledge.